All right, welcome back. Let's talk about Lord Lamba. Finally, Lord Lamba and their leaked text message. Lord Lamba and Queen, BBN Queen from BBN, something like that. Let's talk about them for a second. Leaked text messages from BBN Queen. Let me see here if I can pull that up really quickly, and then we'll round up for tonight. Here we go. All right. So that's Lord Lambert. You got engaged a month after we had issues. That means I've been dating myself. Alleged WhatsApp conversation between Lord Lambert and what's her name again? Lord Lambert and his ex, BBN Queen, surfaces online. So let me see. I don't know if we can. Let me see. Let me make this bigger so you guys can read along with me. All right. Let's see. All right. So there's a text message, alleged text message. It says, Queen, I'm not taking this anymore. Firstly, I need to see my child this week. Let me bring you up to speed. So this young man was dating. Okay, let me show you. This young man right here was dating this young lady. Apparently, she had somebody she dated in the past, as far back as 2016. They broke up. She got with this guy, got pregnant for this guy. They had a baby, but they never really had a stable relationship. A little bit after she had a baby, they broke up, and now the ex from 2016 has proposed, and now they've gotten married in the courts, and everybody's celebrating them. But some other side are dragging her, because on the day she announced that she was engaged, this young man, for the first time ever, decided to announce to the world that he has a baby with her. That in fact her daughter, a newborn daughter, that he fathered her. So now people are kind of divided on this story. Was she at fault for moving on? Was he at fault? Is he being jealous? And that's what led to all of this. So now they're leaking alleged text messages from them. And that's why we're talking about it, right? And some of these comments, we're going to get some lessons out of it. So you can see, okay, Queen, I'm not taking this anymore. Firstly, I need to see my child this week. Come on, this is pure wickedness. You blocked me everywhere. I have always wanted to be with my daughter. Now you're giving me conditions while you have always been with another man, even when we were still dating, but you were busy monitoring me. Queen, you got engaged a month after we had issues. That means I have been dating myself all along. You were just waiting for the right time to strike. Your fiance even got a bicycle for my daughter. I asked you, you said he is your UK friend. UK friend, you have been sleeping with Queen. I need to see my daughter. Okay, so once you read this, depending on what side of your brain that works, you will basically say, no, don't do that though. Don't punish him. Allow him to see his daughter. Okay? So that's one side of it, right? And I do think that people should be able to parent to the point where they can see their children if it's a situation where they had a relationship and people have moved on peacefully. If it's just that straightforward, people should be able to see their children, right? But usually there's more to the story, right? So I can't just say that just knowing one side or two sides or just three sides of the story. I know you always want the other side, thinking it's enough. No, there's more context that you usually will not know, right? But anyway, what I can tell you in this regards right now is that screenshotting text messages, if you're in that position, that's the lesson today. I know you didn't see that coming. Screenshotting text messages. If you're in a position that you have to be screenshotting text messages, is bad. Do you realize that you're not able to come to that conclusion until I point it to you? You are enjoying the misery, the funk of a terrible relationship. Right now, it's obvious that these ones were over, but they were screenshotting text messages. How did it get leaked? Why? Because when people take screenshot of messages, they're not taking it just to keep it inside of their phone. No, 99.999% of the time, they share it with somebody. It becomes gist for somebody. So, of course, these people can leak their messages, right? Someone said, if you believe this chat is fake, kiss the like button. It doesn't matter. People are taking this kind of screenshot, and you have to be careful. The other part of this story that I want you to pay attention to is this. Text messages are not designed for emotionally charged conversations. Practice your patience. You feel the need to say something terrible about somebody's ancestors when you are emotionally charged and you know it's a romantic relationship. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just chill. I promise you, heaven is not going to fall out of the skies. Wait until you can have a conversation face to face, okay? Or at the very minimum, get on a voice call so you can hear their emotions. Minimum. Even at that, you say, hey, I'd rather have this conversation face to face because ojulo rowa. You know, Yoruba people have been saying that forever, before there was phone. And you don't think it's applicable today? There are so many dangers to when you send text messages. You're giving the other person the permission to interpret it how they deem fit. Guess what they're going to mix into their interpretation? Their own outlook on life, the way they see life, the side of their brain that works, right? That's all they're going to see. That's not going to work well for you. Okay? Because now they'll take a screenshot and they'll drag you by your balls just because you don't know. So gentlemen, you in particular need to know this. If a woman is upset with you, the last thing you ever want to do is send an epistle like this. I don't care how right you are. If you think you're right, you're right. There's no need.
You're right.
There shouldn't be a need for you to over-explain yourself until somebody starts taking screenshots and then sharing it around town. And now you can't contain the issues. It's all over the place. It's messy. People have hurt each other. Now the embarrassment is now tampering with your decision-making skills, if you had any in the first place. Because all you're not concerned about is that the embarrassment. Because how many people have seen your screenshot? You can't contain yourself anymore. So 2 things. Texting when you're emotionally charged is a bad idea. Okay, you're going to make the mistake. Granted. Once you've done that, screenshotting it and sharing it outside of controlled environment is going to hurt you even more. Okay? No, you might be the one sharing it. It's still going to hurt you. It doesn't matter if you're the receiving end or you are the sender. It's still going to hurt you because clearly this is about you and your children. Okay? So that was that right there. And then there's more, right? Who sends a child $150K a month? Okay. So I guess there's a part of the text about him sending 150,000 naira, which is about $15 per month to the child. Anyway, you can see we talked about just one side of the story. There's more to it. What did she say? Allegedly, communicate with my lawyer, thanks. And then he says, great. And then she says, the person that wrote me this, first, may everything you, Lamba, put me through while dating and having this child, may this person experience double, amen. Secondly, responding to your lies. Lamba, you are so funny. In fact, this is comedy. Let me see, 701. Okay, but the first one was, okay, so 30 minutes later, 6:24 p.m., she said, communicate with my lawyer. Clearly, when he said great with a thumbs up, which is the best answer to give that, so you can stop yourself in the track. If you're already doing the wrong thing, like sending text message, and you remember that Allah said, you stop immediately. You stop that bleeding right there immediately, right? So he said, great, thumbs up. Okay. Of course, now she's like, that's it. This is how it works, okay? That's it. That's all he's going to say. And she came back a little bit over 30 minutes later and said, start going in on him, right? Lamba, you're so funny. In fact, this is comedy with me. It's way better than all the skits you have made. Let's get something straight. So he's a skit maker. He's a comedian, right? Let's get something straight. You broke up with me July. This is Shalaye. Okay, she's talking about the timeline now. You're trying to paint me as a cheat. Boy, in your next life to come. Okay, all right. Another Shalaye. You're talking about a child saying, my daughter, my daughter. What daughter, please? When last did you see? No, okay, that would trigger a man. Okay, if that's actually his daughter. If he spent time with the daughter and he has relationship, regardless if you put him on the surface or not. Now, I did question, why would he try to make noise about the daughter he never made noise about until she was engaged? That means there's something paying him. And now when I saw his age, he's 28, I gave me a little grace. I said, 28 years old man. Yeah, he's still trying to figure out life. And it's even worse when he has so much more money and clout and attention. Nobody can probably tell him anything. It actually gets worse. He's not going to listen. Anyway, you decided to come to her 1-year-old birthday party. So didn't have relationship with her according to her, right? What daughter, please? When last did you call this daughter? Even on her birthday, you couldn't at least call her and come see her to wish your daughter happy birthday. Not even a birthday gift for the daughter you claim to love. You decided to come to her 1-year-old birthday party with security with guns into the venue. You couldn't even drop your security outside. You didn't even come as a father. You acted as a guest and came with your girls and security with guns to your own daughter's party. You couldn't even think of the children. All right, so that makes I believe her. I don't know if it's true, but I believe her. Number 5, for refusing to fulfill your promise to me to pose this child as you promised, I, Queen, had cut off from a wicked, manipulative follow like you. Okay, you can't do that if that's the father, especially if he has a relationship with her. Actually, she can. It's just wrong. But again, once you don't collect woto between each other, all bets are off. In love and war, all is fair. That's why I tell you, learn how to nurture your relationships so that you don't come here and say what is fair and what is not right. And like, well, I'll just tell you, Papa. All is fair in love and war. I will just remind you. It's written everywhere. Go and check the internet if you didn't know that before. I mean, look at this long epistle. You hide under the cover of leaving social media soon. A skit maker that makes money through skits. Okay. You said you want to see her now. It's fine. I told you I'm not available. Okay. Number 8, you're shouting you financed her blah blah. Her 1-year-old birthday party, wasn't it 1.3 million? How much is that? About $1,300. You gave me to celebrate a party, and in your words, that is all you have to spare. Okay. All right. So that's all he had to spare. Number 9, should I remind you when you went to Canada and couldn't buy anything for your daughter? Ha, voila. Number 10, anything number 10? Yeah, women, I told you, women multiply everything you bring to them. Hey, King Bono, you know they hear. What did he say? All he said is, I want to see my child. About 3 paragraphs. She's going on multiple pages right now. You can't win at this game. That's not your leverage point. You cannot win at this game. Okay? That's in addition to the 2 main lessons. Don't text emotionally charged stuff. I don't care if you're a woman or man. Don't do text messages. It will hurt you. You will hurt yourself. Okay? Even when you're right. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me play it. Even when you're right.
Oh, you're right.
Okay, if you by mistakenly you done it already, taking screenshot and sending it to a person that is not a counselor, a coach, or that is outside of a controlled environment, you're going to hurt yourself. Even more so. Okay, the detail inside of the text doesn't matter as much as what I just told you. Okay, that's why you see me skimming through it. It's just basically shalaying to herself, which means she's confused. Typing this long means she's just as confused as him. Okay? And she's supposed to be engaged. That man that just engaged this woman, he has work to do. Oh yeah, this is going to drag their marriage. I'm sorry. She has this much in her that she's sending this much text message. Ouch. Number 10, Lamba, I am done with you. And that is for good. No, she's not. I promise you she's not. Oh, there you go. Number 11. She's not done. I have a question to ask you. What is your business with my personal life? Okay. Number 12. It's longer than I'm just skimming, right? Number 12. I can remember your words. Who want to marry you like this? You look down on me because I have a child for you. My darling, you're a human being. You're not God. Okay, all right. She's still shalayin. Number 12. She even skipped by mistake. This is actually number 13. Okay. As much as what I do doesn't affect our child in any negative manner, I would want you to back the F off for monitoring my life. I'm not your girlfriend. We just share. Okay, you talking to your baby father like that? That's not going to help you. You're shooting yourself on the legs. But let's keep going. Even though I think he's a lame. Okay, he's just a young guy, 28, with too much money and attention. He probably doesn't know what to do with it. Yes, equals to a lame. Number 13, you think you can ride on me and insult me and bring me down like you usually do? Okay, I bet he did, right? Again, dates and time of visitation to your child will always be communicated with you. Only that for the month of February. Pick date 18th, 19th. Okay. So she actually gave dates. And then he goes, which location am I coming to see my daughter on the 19th, since I was denied to see her at my convenience? Okay. Say, you're just replying since 3rd of February. Wait, what? That was 3rd of February. Let's go back. Oh, 4th of February. Shit. You're just replying since, okay. You're just replying since 3rd of February. If you really want to see Kayla, then you should be serious with your feedbacks, because you are just getting back to me today. All right. It doesn't look good. I can take a break from my shoot on Wednesday so you guys can see, if that's fine by you. Okay. Her second nanny will be with her at my location while I shoot. My sister will at work tomorrow and next. I won't be around on Wednesday. Even the date you gave me was not in line with my schedule, but for peace, please, it should be on the 19th. Okay. So they are actually negotiating, which is good. I've taken time to explain situations or what to do you want me to do. To call the movie producer to cancel. Okay. They're negotiating at least. There she comes again. Could remember when you were planning your trip to UK, I told you that they can bring my child to see me time to time. That was one of the major things that made us fight. All right, this public stuff. They didn't put this out. This got leaked, Guilty conscience, Lamba. Okay, so now he's typing more. He's getting in his femininity, right? In his feminine energy, I should say, right? It's not a guilty conscience. It's okay. So he's doing shalaye. Let me see what he said. I don't want fights. All I want to see is my daughter. I just want to see Princess, please. Because how will you turn me to a stranger in my daughter's life? I don't want fights at all. Okay. Find a solution and give me a location tomorrow, please. Guilty conscience. Okay, they are talking. Let me see. I feel sometimes you do things and have a memory loss. I won't remind. Go back and read your chat. No matter how you put it, she is my child. Okay, so he's going back and forth. She's going to multiply that. Watch. Count the number of words. Which one is I will be kept the dates open as what? As what, Lamba? If you cared enough, you would have replied. Now let me warn you. Don't ever write to threaten me. Don't try it. I will not put my life on hold for you, Lamba. Okay? Anyway, let me see some of this comment so I can round up. I didn't really see the part where there was a 115,000 naira per month, I guess. If you settle down to read this, say hi. I couldn't. I just skimmed through it, which is still a lot. A narcissist will ignore the content of an important message and just move to the conversation that favors them. Okay, I hope the current champion can pay 1 million monthly. He can, but that's not even what matters. Okay, that's not what matters. Break up 3 days after birth? Damn. That's what he said. How many of us didn't bother to read this episode? Whatever is on it, I skimmed. She lists the points like our national budget. Omo, Lamba hurt her really. Yes, precisely. Some people won't see that. She is hurt, and I don't think it's safe for her to move into a new relationship in that state. But, I'm not God. Like she said, he's not God, right? The part she said, I'll bring hell down on your doorstep. Love it. Jesus, violence. If you won't bother reading, say cheese. I love this woman. Deal with this worry. That's the father of her child. I don't believe say I read everything. I like Amebosha. I didn't. Read the whole chat, not the heading, please. Lamba hasn't called nor spoke to that child for a while. Queen got engaged. He remembered he has a child. Yeah, still, doesn't matter. Your comedy with me is a way better than all the skits you have ever made. Everything I know about them, don't they choke against my willow. His mom said Kayla isn't beautiful like Lamba. Okay, so there was that in the text. I saw that earlier. So that's so lovely because if not for Queen, where Lamba won't see fine picking Bikono. From the chat, it's obvious Lamba thought Queen wasn't worthy of love, and so he treated her like trash. Queen, on the other hand, endured all for love until good men showed her how worthy she was to be loved. Lamba, go and rest. Before you say 150k is big, remember that both parents are in the same level with you. Her standard and condition of living and yours is not the same. Anyway, let me say something about this really quickly. Let me just keep this simple for you, okay? First thing first. I know I can hear in my spirit you're saying, but this is just dating. They're not married. The rules are different. No, it is not, okay? Your escape are different. The stories can be different. But ultimately, the same thing you need to do is the same thing you need to do. Either you're dating or you're married. If you are dating, you're married, and the intention is to be having sex, you need to nurture that relationship, especially if it ends up being a child. Okay? You need to nurture that relationship. Well, how are you going to do that if you don't have the skills? Well, probably not. If you're winging things along, you just know how to quick and that's it. How are you going to do that? I don't know. You're going to end up in a potopoto. You end up with a queen who decides like, hey, my life, I'm getting engaged, and you get to see a child when I choose to. And you will come to me and say, that's not fair. And I said, I know how you feel. In love and war, all is fair. Okay? Or you come to me and say, well, you end up with the Lamba, right? Lamba never took care of the child. Suddenly wants to drag you because he's jealous of you moving on. I said, that's not fair. Like, you made a baby with him? It's pretty fair. You need to learn how to negotiate. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. And that takes time. That takes a lot of patience. Yes, there's a lot of moments in the negotiation that you'll be triggered. But the faster you realize that it's a skill set, the easier it gets, right? So if you find yourself in this situation, I'm sorry. You need to talk to someone. Talk to someone that can help you so you can learn how to negotiate. If you're sensing that you might end up in this situation, talk to as fast as humanly possible. Engage wise counsel as fast as humanly possible, because just the fact that you are right.
You're right.
It's not going to be enough. All right. Shout out to all 7 of you watching me live. I appreciate you. Shout out to all 100 of you that will watch this tomorrow morning. I appreciate you. Do me a favor. By the way, you can donate at any point in time. There's a $sign. If you got some lessons out of this today, do the needful. Help me hit the like button. Okay. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and then come to the backstage and come and chat with me. Let me know what your thoughts are. We covered about 5 different stories today, and I think there was some really, really good lessons we extracted from that. But let me know your thoughts in the chat. Hopefully you've been enlightened and educated. I will see you on the next one. Peace.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.